Hello guys, how are you? This is EIP, your favorite YouTube analyst, and today is going to be a very interesting video, and I will tell you how I shared in my group the turn date of the stock market. I had a turn date of March 9th, which was Saturday. March 9th was Saturday, so basically March 8th was a top for me. So how I shared this information in my group, and how I got the NVIDIA turn as well. So let's get started. And from user, everything is planned. March 9. So this message I posted on 6th of March, that I have a date March 9, and after that it should correct for 2 months, whatever. And for NVIDIA, so after the March 9 top, I was looking for NVIDIA to go short on 12th, and this is exactly what happened. Let me show you one moment. So this was March 9th. This was March 9 and this was March 8 top. So I was long from here, and this was Thursday. I closed all my longs over here, and on Friday I had a small long still here, and then I closed my long totally, and I started looking for shorts, and I got the short, of course, on the Friday, because I had the March 9 top, and which meant Friday I was looking for short, and this was NVIDIA turn date on 12th. This was 12th. Yes, this was 12th. And over here I was looking for the turn date in NVIDIA, and boy, did I get it right or not. So on 12th, we got the turn for the NVIDIA as well. And this was the stock market top on the Friday, March 8. And anyway, so the purpose of making this video is not to tell you or boast about how I got the turn dates right for the stock market top, when every Tom, Dick, and Harry was looking for buying the top like crazy. So I had my group short this thing totally down, and there is a lot of absurdity going around on internet, how people were trying to long this, and they were swearing on their mothers that this was a long, but it was not the case. So the point is that the agenda of making this video is that from the charts you can predict the news which is going to happen. And in my group also, there are lots of people and who join my group, they talk about, all the time, that sometimes, for example, last week they were saying that it was CPI, then it was PPI, then it was bond auction, then it was Jerome Powell, or it was whatever, before that PC news, before that TTP news, before that DD news. But all of this count for nothing. When CPI came over here, I was looking for long. I think it was the CPI over here. I was looking for long over here, and I was looking for short later on. So as per WD Gann and as per WD Gann teachings, you can predict the uh, you can predict the news and how they are going to unfold. Like he wrote in his book that from the charts you can predict the news. And when the CPI came, it was a long. And I don't know what news it was, but it was a short on March 8th automatically. And it was a long over here. So I'm now going to share some original writings of W D Gann, which he wrote about this subject, that how from the charts you can predict the news. So bear with me. Okay, so this is W D Gann's one of the books of W D Gann, and here he talks about very interesting uh, topic which is very close to my heart, and that is predicting how the chart will behave, how the price will behave before the news is even out. So I will read the paragraph and then I will explain in a bit. Sudden unexpected news. Many traders often write and ask me, how can you tell what the market will do or what to do when some sudden unexpected news happen overnight, such as war breaking out, the death of president, a storm damaging cotton seriously, the failure of a large trader, or brokerage house or something of that order? My answer is that coming events cast their shadows before, and the market is nearly always prepared for these events and gives some indication of change in trend before these events take place. That is, everything is already planned beforehand before these event, even occur. For example, 1917, on February 2nd, when Germany declared unrestricted U-boat war, cotton and wheat had a sharp decline. So over here, he would explain that wheat on 1916 November made a high of 195. The market had a big advance and indicated that a reaction was due. So basically, he's saying that on November, market had a high of 195. And then in December, low 154 was made. This was a sharp, quick decline in a short time, and a rally was indicated. So on November, it was a 195, and on December, it made a low of 154. Right? 154. 195. Then on January 1917, high 191, falling by 4 cents per bushel to reach the old top at 195. Indicated downtrend and you should have sold short. So basically on January, it made a 191 and it failed to make a high by 4 cents. So basically, Gann is saying that failure to make a new high indicated that you should have gone short over here. And it was already an indication of what to expect on February when the U-boat scare came. Wheat broke wide open, declining to 154, 154 and a half. So it broke down when the U-boat scare happened and it went to 154.5, right, on February. So you should have previously sold short because the trend was down. So basically saying on January, you should have sold short. And when the big decline came, when the U-boat scare happened, the fact that it failed to break the low of December 154, the fact that it failed to break this low and it went only till 154.5 indicated that it was making bottom and you should have bought on bad news because all indications pointed to the fact that United States would enter the war and that war would continue, which is bullish on wheat. So basically he said when the bad news came, you were already short at top 195. And when the bad news came and it failed to break this bottom, so it made a higher low. So you should have bought for this up. So the whole thing was already planned in the chart beforehand, even before the U-boat scare came out. Now let's discuss another one on cotton. So on 1916 November, high of 21.5. So the market had advanced from 13.8 in August, which was a big advance, and a reaction was due. So on November, it made a 21.5. 21.5 from 13.8, and December low 16.8. On December, it made a 16.5. Sorry. So from August 13.8 to till November 21.5 till December 16.5. This was a decline of 400 points and a rally was due. On January, it made a high of 19.1, failing by 240 points to reach the old high. Showed that the main trend was down and you should have sold short. Therefore, you would have been short when the big break occurred after the unexpected U-boat news. February 2, on this news, cotton opened 300 to 400 points down, declining to around 30, 13.75. So basically, this was 13.8 and it went to 13.75. It broke the low, right? So you should have been short already before the U-boat occurred, U-boat short occurred. And when this dump happened, when all the noobs started selling, so you would have covered the short over here and gone long, as we will see what he says. So you should have covered the short and you should have covered on bad news on this wide open break. We will show under rules later why cotton was a buy around this level. Many people sold wheat and cotton on this bad news and sold near bottom. These were the lowest level reached for the several years. This again proves that the market had already given indication that it was going down before the bad news even came out. So I hope you guys understood that the the when the bad news occurred, it was already planned. And when the news were selling on the bad news, the smart money was buying, as indicated by W D Gann in his book writing, which I just shared with you. So as you can see, that using the same principles, I was able to do my best in giving the turn dates to my group, which was March 9th and the 12th for the turn date. And hopefully in my group, everybody made lots of money using this turn date. Now I know there are people who just watch my videos on YouTube and they expect me to give this information for free. And I used to give this information for free previously, but my mentor asked me not to give this information for free because as I'm from the W D Gann School of Thought, so we are supposed to remain, we cannot serve the masses, so we have to remain exclusive. So I cannot allow, I do not have the permission to give this information and broadcast this information publicly. And he also said, he also gave me this quote from the Bible as an explanation from Matthew 7:6. And he says that do not give dogs what is holy, and do not throw your pearls before pigs, lest they trample them underfoot and turn to attack you. So this is the reason why I'm not giving out this crucial turn dates uh, for free in my YouTube channel, because as per Bible, I'm not allowed to throw my pearls before pigs. And I know most of the people's, they are not worthy of this information. So I'm just following what W D Gann said and what the Bible said. And all of this is very esoteric information. You do not have any explanation to this, why it happens. But I just showed you from the W D Gann book also that you can predict even before a news occurs. So it doesn't matter what the PC is, what the CPI is, what the PPI is. You can if you are correct in your analysis, you can predict the market. And these news are nothing. These news are for just the noobs. And I only share this information with my group members, and the money which comes as a membership fee, I send this to charity, mostly to orphans, and uh, also I give a portion of the of the fees that I receive from the membership to the developers that I have hired who make the indicators. So the money goes to the charity, to the orphans, and to the salaries of the developers which I have hired. So I'm not as such interested in running the group for my profit, but this is the reason why I do not share crucial information for free on my YouTube channel, even though I had the turn dates exactly. Like I had the March 9th, which was Saturday. So March 8th was the top, and for the other turn date was the 12th. And I think both of them were right. And I think I have gotten the top right. And hopefully I will get the bottom also. But when the bottom will come, but haven't you seen interestingly, when the top was there, everybody was trying to long it, and everybody was saying there's no way stock market is going to turn. There's no way Nvidia is going to turn, but it turned. And now they are going to have a very expensive lesson. So similarly, when the bottom will be made, everybody will be shorting the bottom. And hopefully I will be able to catch the bottom and long it at the right time. But I won't be giving it to dogs what is holy information. For it does not allow me to throw my pearls before pigs, because they will trample them underfoot and they will also turn to attack me. So I'm not going to do that. So if you want to join my group, you can do so with the link in the comment section. And do I need to even show you how I went short on Friday at the open? Like you guys already know that on Friday it was a good short. It made a ABC and I went short at the open. So I don't need to tell you. So if you want to join the group, the link is in the comment section. Thank you. And I hope you liked the W D Gann lesson, which I just also taught you. And I hope you liked how I got the turn dates right for the stock market. Thank you and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.